The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw it. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Cut out left. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He's going to throw this one. Chased out to his right. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That one gains 7. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that. Down inside the 25. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now looking to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 35 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. Penix now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Penix on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give to Gibbs on the option. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Another one for Gibbs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
That'll do it for 1 quarter of this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Gibbs now from the gun. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Trap 60, trap 60. Track 60. Take go.
Penix on 1st down. Trying for the deep ball. Cut at the 20-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
2nd and 10 now. Got Williams, and it's complete. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Penix working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the 46. Hits his running back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
79 Broncos. Go.
3rd down from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, when a defender can get his hand on a pass in any way, good things usually happen.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check go.
Trying for it with Penix. Massive hit. The ball is out. Going the other way. Lions have it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the 1st down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead off the turnover. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. Nice cut back to the right sideline. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Taken in by Harrison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They're set up at the 35 now.
70 range.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Reload, go! Mustang 19. Cougar 19. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Bronco 80. Check go.
They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, Penix. Touchdown, Arizona! A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returnable from the 1. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing from the gun. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Lions bump the lead up to 13 points. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go. Hut.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, set.
Penix. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Punts away, and he really pulled out the lob wedge here. It is soaring high as they try to pin them deep. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Go.
Right up the gut. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
To the air with Penix. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Dragon 60.
Here's a give up the middle. Oh, he lost the football. Going the other way, Lions have it.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Got it. Ready?
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Ready? Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Here's Penix. Caught by his back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Cut out left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Seven Pirates. 18 Rattlers.
And again, it's Penix. Gets this one to Harrison. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Man, I totally understand it. We talk matchups a lot, and usually it's on the perimeter. But in order to make that call, Kate, they trusted the matchup of their line of scrimmage versus the edge, giving their back just enough space, sealing that side so he could move those chains.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
On the jump.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
Penix now. Setting up the running back screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Ready.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Throwing Penix. He's got it.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Ready. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lion. Ready.
Penix looking to pass. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you can feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw now. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Let's go. Ready.
Pass play coming here. He's got time here. Now he's forced out. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. A give left side for Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Warrior 70.
He'll look to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 13. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Cardinals football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
60.
From the 29. He's got Harrison. Get some space around midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Penix now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Ready.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Seven Pirates! Come on, set!
Trying for it with Penix. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. It is caught left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They motion the slot man right. Space past the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go!
Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Lions in a good spot, up by 13.
Let's go now!
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Go!
They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Drops to a knee here. Only 1 more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on third down.
Ready? 18 back, 18 back.
Throw on third down. This is complete to Gibbs. And what a play! He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be fourth down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the shotgun, Penix splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. From the 36. Complete out to the right side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's first and 10. Penix here from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And he spikes it here, 18 seconds to go.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
18, Pioneer. Set up. 19, Lion. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Looking to throw it. He sends this one to the end zone. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Pretty easy to recognize the intensity on that 2-point try. Could have made it a 1-score game, but instead, still a 10-point deficit, Brock. They're going to need a couple more scores.
They sure will. Means more than likely a couple possessions too, Kate. And we're to the point, if you look up at that scoreboard, there's not going to be many possessions left in this one.
And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They kneel it out, and that's it. They're going to be playing in the NFC Championship game.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason. which means their journey stays alive.